We're back at our wonderful river that we built in the last episode, and it still looks amazing. Still love it, and it still looks very, very, very wonderful and nice. But today we kind of don't really have to build anything nice. We need to build a giant chest system. And yeah, that's gonna be a little difficult, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna manage to do it. 1 second, I'll show you where I want to put it. Right over here. In this corner, in the same, well, yeah, on the same side as our iron farm and the technical official entrance. And yeah, we're gonna build it in this corner. It's gonna be pretty big, because most of the things that the farms produce, we will have to kind of deposit in this system, and we will have a lot of farms. Right now we don't have that much. I mean, we have a honey farm, we have an iron farm, technically we have a sugarcane farm on top. I don't know if I showed you in a video, but we also have a wool farm here. I think I didn't. But yeah, we have this farm over here that, if we go to the right chests, as you can see, produces a lot of wool. Also up there, if we get there. Yeah, and those are the other wools. And yeah, we kind of have to manage this system and yeah, have a big system where this can go in. Of course, everything will be automatic and sort itself out automatically. So we'll have a lot of cables and pipes where those things run along. And they're all just gonna come right into there. Yeah, technically it's pretty simple to build this thing. It's just a lot of very repetitive work, because we need to do every single segment every time. And yeah, it's always the same. I think I can show you in a creative world. 1 second. Yeah, it'll look something like this. It's actually very simple. We have this part that manages the sorting part, and then we have this part which basically just manages the items itself. And then of course there's this part that basically just delivers the items. This is going to be a little bit more complicated at the end, because we need to make it run in circles so that we technically don't lose any items. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of work. But it's going to be worth it. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to build a very big part of this. And I'm probably going to make most of it in a stream, because it's a little boring to do it in a video. So yeah, we're just gonna collect all the things, put them together. And yeah, then I'll check up on you. So, we've collected all the things, and yeah, that's 16 glass. Then we have all the chests, and all the hoppers and blocks, and everything we need in those 3 shulker boxes. I'm actually gonna do it a little different than I thought, because I figured out that it's way easier to just build it inside the walls. Well, partially. And if we just put the redstone inside the walls for those 2 sides, we can simply just spare those blocks, and it's gonna be way easier. So yeah, that's gonna take a while to figure out how to place those blocks in, and yeah, let me try to dig everything out how it is supposed to be. So, I've dug out all the things we need, and it's a little difficult to actually understand how it works like that, but it's gonna work. I've also done the building of the blocks on those 2 sides where we don't have any walls to build inside of. The only problem is that there's monsters spawning on top of it. Basically everywhere. But yeah, that's not too much of an issue after the redstone is in, because, you know, mobs can't spawn on redstone. You know what, let's take care of this creeper real quick. And yeah, there's more monsters. Yeah, I'll ignore those and just start putting everything in. Let me see what I can do first. I think... oh boy, I'm stuck. Oh well, yeah, first thing we need to do is to place the redstone itself, which isn't too complicated, just putting redstone all over this place, and yeah, not there, but there. And yeah, it's actually very problematic that I don't really have a way out of here. That's gonna be an issue. As you can see, there's a lot of redstone over there now. We also need to put it there, but let's first put those things in, because those will detect if there's any items in those hoppers. And after those, I think we need a lot of redstone torches that will probably go right here, if I remember right. So, simply putting a lot of redstone torches just underneath here, and yeah, if we have to crawl, it's a little slow, but we'll get there. It'll work out. Of course, there's gonna be one more torch right here, on this block that's gonna be here, but first, we'll need to fill in this dark little space here. And we're gonna fill it up with a lot of redstone repeaters. There we go. Let's put a block there, let's put a torch there, and this segment is completely done actually. I'll quickly do this one and then we can take care of those. This will be a lot easier. Okay, and there's that side done. So, now let's turn to those two, which is going to be a lot easier because it's just completely, yeah, well, completely outside of anything, and yeah, we can place it way easier. And we have a visitor. So yeah, let's just very quickly finish this. And we need more torches. Let me get those real quick. And now I only need to place this last row of redstone dust, and then the redstone part of it is 100% done. There we go. Yeah, looks way cleaner now, and now we only need to, yeah, build the rest of it, but the redstone is done. Okay, and this already looks pretty impressive. I think I managed to somehow place everything one block too low, so yeah, we don't have 5 layers of chests, which was the plan, but only 4, but I think 4 will be more than enough. In case you are already wondering, no, there is no way out, there's no exit yet. And I don't know how we're gonna do that, but yeah, no dear, we'll figure something out. Okay, yeah, we have the chests in, and now onto all the hoppers. From the inside, there's only a tiny little difference with the hoppers on top, but I assure you, once you go outside, there will be a lot different, because as you can see, there's hoppers everywhere. And now the only thing we can do to basically make this work, once we put items in the hoppers, we kind of need to make a item that, let's say, works as a filler. Because those hoppers will detect anything that is inside of here, and in this first slot, if there's too much, then it's getting filtered through, and only a certain amount of it will get dispensed through. So if you put something of a filter item in here, then we can have the item we want to have in this chest in the first slot, and then we will have it perfectly filtering. But yeah, I'm gonna make that some time off cam. But what we need to do now is the item dispensing system, to have all the items flow inside of here. And yeah, we have honey blocks and a couple of water blocks and buckets, and yeah, that's gonna be a little difficult, but we'll manage, I think. And now it looks basically like this. We have this whole water stream going all the way around, and I've even taken the time to basically use all those filter items. And if I can get in here somehow, 1 second, and there we go, to fill this up, and then we'll have this one last slot for the most important items that will get filtered out. And yeah, this is how it's looking. We will drop the items from the farms somewhere, probably around here in this stream. And yeah, picking off those streams and the items, next up on the list of things we need to do is to make some channels and some pipes where the items will go through. And why is this comparator not on? It is supposed to shine and glow like the other ones. Okay, something isn't 100% right here. Maybe I just forgot to put them in. That's possible. Probably. Okay, everything fine. Yeah, pipes. Putting all the pipes in so that the items of the farms will get delivered and yeah, will get brought over there to go into the system. This is gonna take a while, and yeah, I think we're gonna use ice and of course some glass. And yeah, let's do that next. Okay, it is done. We now have those channels all the way on the top. I've chosen the way to do it that they're inside the ceiling, so it's not too annoying to have it all the way around here. As you can see, yeah, it's a little bulky on those sides. I could technically take a couple of blocks away from here, but at the end it doesn't really matter all that much. Anyway, yeah, the items are getting thrown up there, and if we would have been quick enough, yeah, we can see them go all the way over there, and then they're getting sucked into the system. And yeah, generally over here it's very simple. The items that the iron golem drops are just gonna get thrown out here, and it's getting a little bit more complicated once we go over to these other farms, because over here the items that we get, they aren't in item form like in the entity form, and they are in those forms of yeah, items inside of chests and stuff like that. So we kind of had to throw them out of those dispensers at first, and then we only get them to go along the ride. Plus, because we have technically 3 different farm units here, the honey farm and those 2 units of the sheep farm, yeah, we kind of had to make it 3 times. It took its time, but as you can see, there will be some items flowing very soon. Yeah, there we have them. And we can run along with them. We might be able to see them. Yeah, there they are. And apparently I didn't light anything up in here. Okay, but yeah, once we get inside of here, it gets a little bit more peaceful. Plus, I have made this so that we have the items. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, I've done it so that the items are displayed basically as blocks below. The wool colors are very straightforward, I guess. The iron block is down here for the iron. Then the poppies. I had to use something red, and here for honey, I just used a honey block. Yeah, also over here I've put some cobblestone blocks and some stone variants in here with the proper blocks below. So yeah, that's the farm and the chest system. That block apparently didn't make it through and didn't make it into the chests in the first round, so wait, what? It technically should work. That's magenta, I think, right? Did I forget magenta? I did. Yeah, I guess I kind of have to solve that issue real quick. Okay, now there's the magenta wool in there. We can kind of only have to remove it from here. Those brown wools are gonna go into this chest. And this will need to get placed right here. Don't really care about the cobblestone. And once we have enough, we can put magenta wool down there as well. Yeah, right now we don't really have any. But yeah, as I tried to say earlier, this is the chest system. Not chest monster anymore. This is mainly for the farms, but I guess on a couple of those sides we can also use it for general items that we have and have a lot of. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and it actually took quite a long time to do this, so if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. But otherwise, I hope this will work how it is supposed to. And with that, once again, thank you, and goodbye for now.